Hello and welcome back to another episode of Video Game Easter Eggs, the series where we take a look at the latest Easter eggs from the latest games, with a few Easter eggs from older games thrown in for good measure. In today's video, we investigate a spooky barn in Need for Speed Heat, press the same button 66 times in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, discover the Predator in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, plus many more. As always, if you think you know of an Easter egg that I haven't featured on my channel before, be it big or small, then be sure to let me know. The links to all my social media accounts, along with a link to my Discord server, can be found in the description. Anyway, without further delay, let's get started. So in the last episode, we took our second look at Modern Warfare and discovered a goat standing on top of a cow on the multiplayer map Hill. Now, somewhat surprisingly, that may not be the strangest thing you can find on this map. A ton of you mentioned that you could also find a predator-like figure on the map hiding in the trees. Eager to see what you were all talking about, I decided to load up Hill again and take a look around. This is what I found. So, a camouflage figure hiding in the trees. After you've spotted whatever it is, it seems to disappear. I also tried shooting at it, but nothing happened. To me, this is almost certainly a reference to the Predator. If you recall, the Predator was added to Call of Duty Ghosts in one of the game's DLC packs. Perhaps this figure is hinting at a return. Who knows? Up next is a game that I've never actually covered before, purely because I had no one to play it with. A Way Out is a co-op only game made by Joseph Ferris, who famously said this at the 2017 Game Awards.
Let me just give me a minute. I want to take your time. Look. Okay, can you swear here? Can you swear? Okay. The Oscars, you know. The Oscars. I'll tell you.
I managed to convince my fiance to play through the game with me, and it was some of the most fun we've had while playing a game. Not only is A Way Out a pretty great game, it also has its fair share of Easter eggs and secrets. Up first is this.
You heard that?
I did.
What was it?
Not sure. It sounded like two boys.
Maybe it's a couple of friends that are out camping.
Why are you so sure they're friends? They could be brothers, too.
Yeah, they actually sound like brothers.
So that was actually a reference to Joseph Ferris's previous game, Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons. The sounds you heard were how the brothers communicated in-game. The next A Way Out Easter egg can be found in the farmhouse. If both you and your partner interact with the clock at the same time, a door upstairs will open, leading to a pretty awesome discovery.
Whoa! I've always wanted to do that.
So this sword and the subsequent pose are a reference to the Legend of Zelda series. If it wasn't already clear enough, you can even unlock an achievement with the description of "you linked up to get past." This next Easter egg is great. At the airplane hangar, Leo and Vincent are free to do as they please whilst completing a few tasks for Emily. These include playing an addictive arcade game, playing darts,
Not too bad.
Nice.
Nice.
and most amusingly, Leo can attempt to fly a helicopter.
God, I love this shit. All right.
Let's see, what does this button do? Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, okay. Alright. Hey, Vincent, where the fuck I go? Oh, shit. Shit. Fuck. No, fuck, stop. Fuck this shit, man. I'm out. Alright.
I'm out. Nothing happened here.
The final A Way Out Easter egg we're looking at today can be found during the hospital level. After taking a lift, you'll come to a waiting area with a couch and a TV playing the moon landing. If both Leo and Vincent sit on the couch, Leo will fall asleep and this will happen.
Whoa, where the hell am I? Holy shit, I'm on the moon. This kicks ass. What's that? I gotta check it out.
So Leo dreams himself being on the moon. This is probably my favourite Easter egg in the game, just about eclipsing the helicopter Easter egg. Moving on to a game that I wasn't even aware had Easter eggs, but according to some friends of mine, some of the Need for Speed games have had some pretty cool secrets tucked away. Need for Speed Heat is the latest in the long-running franchise from EA. The microtransactions have been ditched, and what's left is a pretty solid racing game with a creepy location to find. Near Edgewood Valley, you can find a lone barn. If you enter the barn, you can hear some pretty spooky sounds. Pretty creepy, right? Some people have reported that NPC cars have parked up outside the barn and waited for the player to leave. I tried to get this to happen but had no luck. Still, this is a pretty cool secret and I hope there's more like this to be discovered in Need for Speed Heat. Up next is another game that I've barely featured on my channel, even though it has some pretty great Easter eggs. It's one of those games that if you can overlook the jank, then you'll find a damn good game. And as always, not only is it an enjoyable game, it also has its fair share of pretty cool Easter eggs. First up is a reference to one of the RPG greats. At the horse trader in Muhajed, I believe that's how it's pronounced, you can find a horse called Roach. If you ask the horse trader about Roach, he will say this.
Oh, she's a pretty good horse. Oh, she's got a mind of her own. I bought her from some odd Polish fella. He said now he's settled down with a wife, he's afraid she'd want him to stuff her. Them Poles are a perverse lot.
So the trader speaks of the man who sold him the horse. He describes him as an odd Polish fellow who had settled down with a wife and wanted to sell the horse before his wife had it stuffed. Do you know who else is an odd Polish fellow, was recently married and has a wife who wants to stuff horses? That's right, it's Big Bird from Sesame Street. No, of course not, those are all references to Geralt and his love interest from the Witcher series. The line about stuffing horses was almost certainly a reference to Yennefer, who infamously owns a stuffed unicorn. The next horse-themed Easter egg didn't end too well for the horse involved. Just south of Uzitz, you can find this. So this grave with a man and horse head inside is a reference to this iconic scene from The Godfather. So this next Easter egg is pretty strange. To the east of Rattay, you can find this. So, what appears to be a tree wearing shoes. So I scoured the internet long and hard until I came across the first search result on Google, which explains that this is a reference to a Czech fairy tale. So here goes, here is the attempt at pronouncing the name. Ready? Otsnak. Oh, I believe that's correct. Hopefully I have some Czech viewers who can judge my pronunciation. Anyway, Otsnek was an always hungry living log of wood. I mean, that theory may be barking up the wrong tree, and it is just a random tree with shoes on, but still it's a tremendous find. The final Kingdom Come Easter egg for this video at least can be found just south of Neuhof. So a dead witch seemingly killed while riding her broom. Quite why she was killed or who killed her is a mystery, but you know what they say, witches be crazy. So as I said, that does it for Kingdom Come Deliverance Easter eggs in this video. I've already covered a couple in past videos like the Wolverine Claw and the Dabbing Skeleton, but if you know of any more that I haven't featured, then be sure to let me know. Up next is a game that I'm still Easter egg hunting in, but I just had to share this one with you all. At the very start of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, so no spoilers, you have to chase down your friend on a train. At one point, you reach a door which is seemingly locked. If you continue to press the button over and over, this will happen. So I actually took the time to count all the button presses, and Cal actually presses the button a total of 66 times, which is awesome. Of course, Order 66 was used by Emperor Palpatine to turn the Galactic Republic against the Jedis.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, my lord.
As I said, I'm still hunting high and low in Fallen Order, and I hope to bring you a full episode on the game very soon. So that's all the Easter eggs for today. If you enjoyed this video, then a like is really appreciated. If you want to see more video game Easter eggs, then perhaps consider subscribing, as that's what this channel is all about. As always, if you think you know of an Easter egg that I may have missed or that I don't know about, then the best place to let me know is probably on Instagram or Twitter. The links to both are in the description. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you all soon.